Hey everyone, this is my review of the Hauppauge HD PVR. Now this is or used to be quite an expensive recorder. I had to pay like about $250 or something like that when it first came out. But now I think they're down to about $150 now. So be glad that some people bought this so that you guys could enjoy it at a cheaper price. Because I think that's how it works. Anyway, so let's start out. Hauppauge is, I believe, somewhat newer to the video recording industry. I'm not 100% sure about their backstory. I know they made a lot of PCI cards or something like that, and that would go into your computer, take your video card, I think, and whatnot. I never really used a desktop, so I wouldn't really know about that, but usually devices like this I have to get, and this is one of the first HD ones, so you're probably thinking, wait, that's standard definition. Yes, it can do S-video, and the standard, video, composite, and your audio and, stereo. But on the back here, we also have the output and the input for, output and input for your HD recording needs. This is component, so it comes with output cables, so you don't have to worry about that. However, they are really small, so I highly suggest getting some longer ones. Thankfully, I don't really need to get a longer one because the way I have my setup, it's perfect for me. I believe it came with a USB cable. Actually, I think I'm pretty sure it did. And comes with a power cable. You have to use this power cable according to this little sticker. Use only the power cable included. I would probably go buy that because if you don't, I don't know what happens. You also have digital optical for audio. Unfortunately, my TV does not actually have an optical port that I can tell, so I can't do that, which is a disappointment. I might actually just do it just for recording, but I'd rather have it too, but beggars can't be choosers, right? Anyway, so the HD PVR, on the sidebars you can, actually I'll give you an example of what you can record with this. It is a very nicely designed device. It just, it comes with software so you can record with Total Media Extreme, so you don't have to worry about not having software. However, I highly recommend picking up a Pinnacle Studio 14 HD because you will not be able to edit unless you have a very nice editor. I believe it does come with an editor, but I've never used it, and I like Pinnacle way too much to switch. So this also has a remote. I've never actually used the remote. It does support Windows Media Center, so if you want to record using that is fine. There's nothing on the sides, as you can tell. This is the bottom of it. I don't know if you really need to notice that or whatever. Once it is plugged in, it will light up, and when it is recording, it will emit a very solid blue light around the entire top right here. So around here you'll get like a blue little light. As far as the quality it is very, very nice. You can adjust how much for the software, in the software included, you can adjust like how much your bit rate will go, so you can have like a certain amount of megabytes per minute or seconds. I think it's seconds. But it's a really nice alternative to using something like the Dazzle, because this also has the inputs for composite. So if you need to record like a Super Nintendo, a PlayStation, something where you don't have HD component cables, this is a great alternative to using a Dazzle. However, a Dazzle will only work on Ustream. This, you have to use a lot of different ways around it. You have to use, well, actually there's a few tutorials on that online, so if you want to look at how to stream, I would look on YouTube and find some tutorials. They have never really found this as a problem, so I don't know if they'll ever allow you to directly capture using Hauppauge HD PVR on like Ustream or Justin TV, which is very unfortunate because I would like to stream with this without having to use like capture, screen captures. But if you need this for YouTube, I would suggest this if you're beyond basic. This is perfect for people who record Wii, PS3, Xbox 360 gameplay, stuff like that. But it's just that the price point is pretty high, and you might want to invest in an external hard drive in case you run out of space, because this can take up a lot of space if you record long segments. And you will also need an editing software, so that might be a drawback to some people. But if you don't mind the extra, the extras that are required, I believe Pinnacle Studio 14 is $50 at the cheapest price. You can also have a trial version which works perfectly with this. It'll record in MP4, TS2, and I think normal TS. I usually record in MP4. That's when you choose usually it asks you like what kind of what are you using, what are you recording with. I usually choose Xbox 360 because that's MP4. Even though I'm recording on a PlayStation 3, it's mainly so that you can take the video and instantly play it on your PS3 or 360 at the highest quality, as far as I can tell. There is a converter built in with the Total Media Extreme software, which will convert video files into other video file formats. However, it is very slow, and I don't recommend using it unless there is an extremely bad problem where you recorded in .ts2 or something like that, and you need to change it to MP4 or WMV. In which case, I suggest leaving your computer on all night because it'll take a long time to record or convert. But if you can get around those flaws, it is a perfect HD recording device. I have had very little problems with this thing, and I guess that's really all there is to say. Subscribe and post a comment below. If you have any questions about the Hauppauge HD PVR, feel free to ask, comments or PMs, and I'll see you later.